guys, welcome to another video, and today we are at Skoda, and right beside me is the all-new Skoda Scala for you. Today we're gonna dive deep into this car and find out if this car has all the potential to be in your shortlist if you are looking for a small hatchback car. As we all know, Skoda is the most underrated car in today's market. Despite producing some really nice cars in the market with great reliability, it still remains understated. And in today's video, I'm gonna find out all the gem hidden in this car to show you guys to see if it's fitting with your needs. So if you're in the market for a small hatchback with great potential to be a great family car, then keep watching, because in this video we're gonna unfold all about this new Scala. So without a further ado, let's jump into the video. But before, if you still haven't, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out any new videos coming every week. By the way, this is Raj and you're watching Car Copenhagen. Let's go, let's begin. Welcome to the new Scala, the facelift edition from 2024. Its modern and timeless design has become more bold and dynamic, especially the front dominated by the big Skoda signature grille surrounded by the chrome detailing, and the bottom part is looking really aggressive with boomerang inspired grille. It also has cutout for the better airflow management. For a change, the whole headlight unit is slimmer than before and have crystal inspired DRL with matrix LED tech as optional purchase. The wheels are starting from 16-inch and its nice standard design goes really well with overall look of the car. The side mirror is coming with LEDs and has some sharp aerodynamic features in it. Here from the side it looks as a medium-sized car, but with clever designing it managed to maximize the headroom, also allowing room for bigger window panel for better lighting in the cabin. The rear is very curvy with smooth finish. Proud Skoda badging is asking for a lot of attention here, but overall it's a smooth curvy design with lots of timeless design element, especially the rear tail light, and its cascading effect looks really great. Before moving into the interior, let's hear the door closing sound. It sounds good and solid as usual. Now let's peek into the interior. The interior is inspired from a bit of mix of modern and classic style. The door panel has some solid build quality with some soft rubber on top with nicely padded armrest. However, the lower part is still a bit of scratchy plastics. On the good side, the door bin is impressively practical and can easily take 1-liter bottle. Here it comes the place for your umbrella. Let's talk about the seats now. The color contrast is looking great here. It has soft and cushiony texture, but the higher quality seat cover is reserved for optional purchase. Steering wheel feels quite upmarket really, and it comes with lots of adjustment. It feels good to hold it, and all the buttons are organized logically here. The traditional Skoda logo and the silver lining around it gives it a refreshed look. Overall, it's a really timeless design here with some modern touches. Just look at the dash here. It's fabricated with contrasting color. It is fairly neat yet traditional with lots of physical buttons. There is also a possibility of having ambient lighting here as optional. When it comes to build quality, it's pretty solid. AC vent, some solid hotkeys, gear knob and wireless charging pad with 2 USB ports. Overall, the user experience is good here. In addition, there are 2 cup holders with 12-volt port here, and the armrest is softly padded as well with forward sliding mechanism. However, it doesn't offer height adjustment for drivers. But in the good side, there is a storage underneath. Also, there is a glove box which is medium sized and comes with its own lighting system. Last but not the least is the infotainment system here. Though the 8-inch sounds small these days, but it has enough presence with bright and crisp interface. In terms of options and functionality, it is very straightforward. There is not much to control and customize. In the good side, Smart Link feature is here to connect your phone, and it's coming as a standard features. Otherwise, the screen is crisp and fairly responsive. It is surely going to add a different dimension to the driving. Overall, it's a well put together front cabin. Now let's check the rear cabin. At first instance, it seems interesting. When it comes to the door panel, it has the same styling with soft touch on the top and armrest, but lower part are still remain cheap, scratchy, plasticky. However, the door bin is still in decent size. The seats are equally comfortable and eye-pleasuring. However, the seat fabric is not so great. As added comfort, the edge of the seat here is also cushioned, which helps to maximize the space. Skoda is normally full of clever features, but here is a problem. The transmission panel and the rear AC vent are continuously blocking the space for middle seat passengers. In fact, it makes it really difficult to move to the middle seats. However, once you are there, the legroom is okay, and comparatively, legroom for the first rear passenger is much better, with lots of room to extend your feet. Headroom is also good, at least for me, and I am 172 centimeters, just for reference. To enhance the comfort, here is the functional AC vent with 2 USB ports. Behind the seat, also some pockets for magazines and phones. All in all, it's a practical cabin, but an armrest with through loading could add more practicality. Anyway, let's jump into the boot. Firstly, it offers 467 liters of cargo space. At first instance, it appears to be a boxy and square shape, but with optional purchase, the floor can be raised to match the loading bay. When it comes to the practicality, Skoda never failed to impress us. Just have a look, guys. There are so many ways you can organize and transport your stuff. When the seats are folded, it offers a whopping number of 1410 liters of cargo space. Though it looks sleek and stylish outside, but inside it's all spacious, practical and very easy to live with, regardless of your lifestyle. If we talk power, it has two engine variants. One is 1 liter petrol, another one is 1.5 liter petrol. The 1 liter option can be manual or automatic transmission, but 1.5 liter is available only in automatic transmission. Both engines produce from 95 to 150 brake horsepower and can go from 0 to 100 in 8.2 seconds with the most powerful options, and the top speed is limited to 220 kilometers per hour. Prices are starting from 215,000 Danish crown in Denmark and 22,000 pound in UK and around 22,000 euro in Germany. This new Scala can pull anywhere from 1,000 to 1,250 kilo in trailer depending on the engine size. Having all this said, now let's get into the driving. Enough of talking, let's hit the road. But as soon as I start driving this car, I start noticing this car is not that small actually, being inside of it. You have plenty of space for everything. It looks decent inside, and also when it comes to visibility, it's very pretty all around. Big wide window of course helps a lot to make it airy and bright. Other than that, it seems really okay in terms of visibility. To test this car's punchiness, we are taking this car to the motorway. It's quite busy right now in the motorway, but still we're gonna take it as it is and see what the car best can do in this busy motorway traffic. What I can get a feeling of right away, this car, it's quite flexible when it comes to driving. You can accelerate, you can brake, and you can really feel confident about the car. I instantly get to see that the driving nature of this car has been tweaked a little bit It's a little bit more faster, more responsive in the motorway, at least for now. What I like the most is the braking of this car. It's really smooth braking, and as soon as you step in the brake pedal, it starts giving you the results. The side mirrors are adequate and giving you proper view of the road even in the busy traffic like this. The very car I'm driving now is coming with automatic transmission, which is a plus. Of course, if you're driving every day in a tight traffic or very much in the busy road, it helps you to focus more on the road than in the car. When it comes to overtaking in the motorway, this car is also very nippy, and it helps a lot to gain the confidence that you can really adjust according to the road. We are getting a little glimpse of summer in Copenhagen, and in this moment I want to appreciate the air conditioning in this new Scala here. It's very efficient and spot on when it comes to cooling and circulating breeze in your face when you're driving in the hot summer days. I really love that. The steering wheel is padded and it's nice to hold, and all the buttons that you have is easily accessible with your thumb. As a new driver, I'm sure anybody will synchronize with this car driving pattern very shortly. I like the fact that there is a little speed controller built in the car. When you get a little bit over the speed, 1 or 2 kilometers even, it starts giving you indication. I like that. When it comes to steering wheel, it's doing the job perfectly. I don't have anything to say but the good thing. The steering wheel is really firm when you stay at the motorway, which lets you to stay in the lane. I'm getting out of the motorway. Let's see how the braking works one more time. Yes. Really, I can't say anything about the braking. It's so smooth. It's nicely stopping the car, giving you the confidence it will stop whenever required. Imagine I just stopped the car from 110 to 0 without even pressing the brake halfway through. That much efficient the brake is, and it's giving you the response as soon as you start pressing, and all the things happening in a very smooth manner. Nothing more to say on the brake. It's perfect. Now we are taking the car in a more twisty road where we can see the agility of this car, and at the same time we're going to check on the suspension how it is in a bumpy road. Let's go. Yes, it drove perfect. We are having another bump ahead. Let's see how it goes. Yes, nice cushiony comfortable bump. When the car is landing on the ground, you don't feel any hardness. It's just cushiony damp coverage. Let's go one more time. Yes, perfect. It's good, and that's what you expect from Skoda. It's all around family car, and it's gonna tick all the boxes, and that was the mindset that somebody said in the Skoda, right? And it's absolutely delivering the promise. I like the fact that there is a very minimum regen braking going on. As soon as you take off the feet from the acceleration, not much happening, but the car is moving nicely. I like it. Here is another twist. Let's see. Yes. This car is nice and flexible and lets you enjoy the twisty road. However, when it comes to agility while being on the speed, this car shows that limitation. And that's understandable in my opinion, because this car is not designed for that. But still, if you want to push it a little bit further, you can do so, and this car will manage it decently. And after driving it for a while, I have noticed this car is not actually noisy at all. I mean, you can't hear much of the road noise, neither from car passing by, neither from your tire. This is very quiet car. I actually forgot that I'm driving a combustion engine car. Normally, I drive mostly the electric cars these days, as a lot of cars are coming are electric. But this car was a combustion engine car. I cannot hear the engine noise. Can you believe that? And it's really quiet. In fact, I'm hearing the air conditioning noise more than the things happening on the road. It's really a nice thing. If I have to add one more thing in this car, I will add a little bit of sportiness in the driving characteristics in this car, especially when it looks super cool in terms of lot of body styling, and interior is good as well. It would be nice to have a little bit more sportiness in the driving character, but it's fine as it is really. Next, I have the biggest pothole in this road, and I'm gonna check how the suspension works here. Normally it would be really crazy to have any car driving through this. Let's see. No, really it has a smooth suspension. I don't need to test it anymore. I'm pretty much sure what it's capable of. It's really smooth, comfortable suspension, period. One thing I want to talk about is the driver infotainment system here. It's digital and showing you all the relevant information that you need to see while being on the road, and that too is with high resolution display here. Even in the bright sunlight, I have no problem looking into that. And the main infotainment system here is also highly reachable, more closer to the driver than the passenger, which means I can easily change any program or anything like that without moving my eyes from the road for a long time. This hazard light is really within the reach. As soon as you need or you want to warn the driver behind, it's really within reach. Overall visibility is also perfect. As you can see, looking out for cyclists is never a problem. It's got some big windows all the way through with many cuts, so it's highly visible. Now we are joining the motorway and I will see how the speed is. We're gonna check the punch of the car over here. Let's go. Yes, it's pretty punchy as it comes, but if you really need speed instantly like a sports car, this is not the car for that. But once it's in the optimum speed, it's actually start cruising and very much connected to the ground. With all this said, if I have to really summarize the driving experience on this car, I think it's really smart and modern, not only in its look but also how it drives. This car is highly adaptable and can adapt with any sort of driver and equally provide the comfort and relaxation while being on the road. If I have to be specific here, the braking and the suspension is on the top notch. It's the main point in this car, and also the way the steering handles, it gives you 100% confidence about being in the road. Thanks to the all big windows and surroundings, you feel really connected to the road and aware of your surroundings in no hassle. So if you're in the market for your next car, you want to enjoy with your family and going to places, this car will definitely serve you that. But if you are more on agility, acceleration and speeding, then this car is not the best choice for you. Other than that, I'm pretty sure you will enjoy this car no matter where you're going. And on top, its reliability that coming with Skoda and their attention to details, I think this car is definitely deserve to be more hyped up in the market, and more people should come and make a test drive. That's all from the driving here. Let's move on with the review. All in all, what an all-rounder car it is. It will perfectly suit a small family who is looking for a small car, and also it will easily replace a regular car in the family because it's got the practicality and customizability that you can maximize the use of it in many different contexts. At the same time, the comfort and relaxation features are there, but not as good as Skoda Octavia or Superb. However, they still have enough feature to make you comfortable for your daily driving. In terms of tech and features, it's not overly complicated. In fact, it's very simplified and anybody will get used to and will be able to get the most out of this car very easily. And finally, compared to the value it's offering, I think the price is real justified, especially in today's market context. With all this said, I seriously think this car is really understated at this point and people are not hyping enough about this car. But really, if you're looking for a stable and reliable car, and that too in a small hatchback category, then this car will surely fit you well. That's all I have to say in this video. I hope it helped you somehow. If there is any question or any point I have missed, please write in the comments below. I'll surely answer them. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Until then, please take care and drive safe. And thanks for watching and thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate it.